Hey, what's up, guys? I just heard from Wes Watson, the 90% purpose, 10% pleasure rule. I really like this because when you go 90% purpose, when you go make a decision where the food you're going to eat for that day, the actions you're going to take for that day, the way that you're going to treat people, the way that you're going to do your business, your wake up time, all the stuff that you do that day, if it's for a higher purpose, it's for a specific goal, it supports your values for the long term, for the 5, 10, 15, 20-year goal, then you're building a character, you're building a life that you could actually admire, and other people will admire in you. And that's going to give you the type of pleasure that's a lot deeper than the quick sense gratification that you get from some really tasty meal, or heading out to the movies, or chilling at the beach with your friends, or whatever simple pleasure that you're getting. But most people are going to need to have 10% of just relaxing, having a little bit of enjoyment, chilling out, doing some stuff like that. But if you do the 90-10 rule, then your success is going to be so much higher, because what you're investing in yourself over time, that's the point, is that it takes a lot of time. Like I've said before in some of these videos, I've been working out for a really long time, but I haven't had that good of results. I'm not nearly as jacked as I want. I'm not nearly as fit as I want. I'm not as tight as I want. My performance is not nearly as high as I want. When I was young, I was an aspiring athlete. I was swimming, I was in soccer, I was in track. Then I started going to the gym, but I never put that much effort in for a long period of time. Sometimes I put some pretty intense effort into it, but I would only do it for a year, and then I would take a long time off, and I'd do it for another year or two, and then I would take another long time off. And so I would take back steps. A lot of times what Wes Watson is saying is that quit taking back steps. Because the point is, if you're putting one foot in front of another, and you're trying to get Mount Everest, eventually you're going to get there. But if you keep on taking back steps, then how long is it going to take you to get there? You may not even ever get there, because the amount of back steps you're taking is more than the amount of steps that you're taking to try to move forward. So think about actually what's happening. So I look back, I looked at the way that I lost over 60 pounds 3 times in my life. And how did I go from in decent shape, because I was never in great shape, because I never put that much effort for a long period of time into it. But how was it that I lost the weight and got in decent shape, and then I just went back? It's because I wasn't consistent for long enough period of time. And also, I fell back into some really stupid habits that were just based on my current pleasure. I really just want to do that. How do I feel today? It's not about how you feel, and it's not about you. It's about what are you trying to build for the people around you, and what do you actually admire? Do you actually admire being physically fit shape? Do you like to have a particular performance? Do you like to have a particular mindset? How's your bank account? How's your business? How's your family doing? How are you taking care of all the different things in life that you truly care about? What are your values? Pay attention to all of this. Stack those wins regularly. Sacrifice for what you know you really want. And set aside those temporary sense pleasures for only a small portion of the day or a small portion of the week. Continue with those austerities. I've read a lot of the ancient scriptures, the ancient Vedic texts especially, say that you need to sacrifice, you need to perform austerities, you need to forego pleasures in the short term for the results for the long term. And it's not just 3 months from now, or 6 months from now, or a year from now. Look at more like long-term goals of 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. The longer you can push that out, the better results you're going to get, and the deeper satisfaction you're going to feel within. I'm feeling this within now because my conviction and my determination and my focus is a lot stronger than it was in the past. And if I take that focus out, just like if you have a laser beam and you're shooting it down at a piece of paper and you're trying to burn that sucker, and you wave that thing around a lot, you're not going to get the results you want. You hold that laser steady on the paper, eventually it's going to heat up, and then it's going to set that sucker on fire. And that's the way that it works with all the things we do.